All right, hey y'all, it's me, Kat, and I am back with another one. This is going to be February 6th of 2020, or February 16th? Wait, what? That was February 6th. Oh no. Okay, I've got to fix the. Oh wow, that's it. Wow, well, this is going to be short and sweet, and then I can fix you. Then I don't have to worry too much about it. And that's cool though, because I have another example. I'll read this first, and then I'll give my little scenario. February 16th, 2020. I asked him to get a 10-pound bag of potatoes. He made a comment about the potatoes in the bag being kind of small. One, he still only eats half of one. And two, he never cooks them. C, why the fuck does he care? It's not enough that he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. It's that it doesn't affect him at all, one way or the other. It's an example of him over caring about me as though I don't know what I want. I want a bag of fucking potatoes, you goddamn idiot. Just buy the fucking bag of potatoes. That's my internal monologue. Outwardly, I informed him that they are actually normal sized potatoes, and the huge ones for baking are the ones outside the norm. If he comes back with 3 or 4 huge fucking potatoes, I will want to slap him. He better bring the damn 10-pound bag. There's a $3 off coupon. It's already a much better deal to buy the 10-pound bag than the 5-pound bag. With $3 off, it would be downright stupid to not buy the 10-pound bag. Time will tell. But my confidence in this moron couldn't possibly be any lower. He actually got the 10-pound bag of potatoes. I'm impressed. February 18th, 2020. I got the call from the 2020 census today and was offered a job as an office clerk. I'm super excited. Lots of money coming in soon. Because, oh boy, did we work. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people didn't want to do stuff. And because we were working in the office and with social distancing, it was just the baseline norm that there would be like half as many people working twice as many hours. Um, so anyway, so that will be coming up soon. Because actually, you know what's funny? Because this was still a little bit pre-COVID. Because I want to say this happened and then the shit hit the fan. Because I didn't end up then actually starting work until the end of May, um, or something. So I went for my fingerprinting, and then, which is because this is the funny thing about that is because then when I was working as an office clerk, I did that for 6 weeks and then I was promoted to an office operations supervisor. So I went to a completely different department and was doing the field assignments instead of working in admin, which was like basically like the whole payroll and like it was mostly hiring people, like calling people and hiring them to be enumerators and then getting them set up to go get their fingerprinting appointments done, which I was cranking out like a fucking beast. So like I was like, they would have me go be the receptionist and man the phone of incoming phone calls, and I still made more fingerprinting appointments than anybody who was just on the floor. But anyway, not to toot my own horn, but as an office supervisor, we were the first zone done in the entire fucking nation too. So eat me, bitch. There's no reason why somebody like me should be broke as fuck sleeping at a bus stop. I should be a fucking multimillionaire, like dead ass. Like I don't know how I've had the work ethic and had the jobs I've had. I just encounter bullshit every time I fucking turn around. But all that being said, whatever. It is what it is. So here's the little scenario that I cooked up, right? You know, there's that game, like the little party game where everybody kind of draws like a name of a historical figure or a celebrity, and then you kind of like tape it to your shirt or your forehead or whatever it is. And the point is to go around the party asking people questions so that you can try to narrow down and guess who you are. So let's imagine, right, that you are a horror fan. Like let's say it's a horror themed thing. You're playing this at Halloween, and so a everybody is a famous actor or actress who is known in like the horror movie sphere. And the celebrity that you are is Samara Weaving. And as you go around the party, you narrow down the set of attributes for yourself that you started Babysitter and Babysitter 2, and that you were the star of Ready or Not, and that you were one of the stars of Mayhem, and that you were in the beginning of one of the Scream movies. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6. I think it was 6. I don't know. But anyway, the problem is that in your mind's eye, you can see the person that you are, but you don't actually know their name because you think that Jenna Ortega is Samara Weaving. And so like as like the person, right? So like when someone talks about Samara Weaving for whatever reason, you envision Jenna Ortega and you don't know the name of the actress that is who you are. So you can't win the game because you're blind. You have a blind spot about who this actress really is. Somebody wins the game, everything's done, everybody's going around revealing who they are, and when you see that you're Samara Weaving, you say like, "No, that can't be right. She didn't do all these things. That's not the actress that was in all of this stuff." And so now somebody has to actually show you, and then you're like, "Well, then who's the young actress who played Wednesday with the dark hair, or, or whatever? Then who is Jenna Ortega, right? Or who are like, who is that? Right? Like, that's Jenna Ortega. Okay, shit, right? You're like, I was all over the place, right? But hopefully, like, you get where I'm coming from here, right? Where that it's like you could actually understand all of your clues, but you don't know what your name is, right? And the opposite would be possible too, that for some reason you could be familiar with who Samara Weaving is as an actress, but not be able to name anything she did. And so as you're going through the party, even though you have a set of perfectly viable and correct clues, you can't solve the puzzle because you just don't know who that is. Right? I feel like that's kind of the situation that I'm in here. I feel like I'm accurately tracking the clues, but I can't put it together because I don't have any concept of what category or what caliber of any of this is. But I can't comprehend why the fuck I would have to be in the dark. Right? Like I don't like imagine like you were playing this game at the party and someone didn't even tell you that everybody's celebrity is someone who's known or at least in part known for being in horror movies. So you're thinking it could be fucking anybody, right? That you're like, man, that doesn't like there is no narrowing anything down. Right? You don't have a category. I know I mentioned that earlier, or like in one of the earlier episodes about like a like Wheel of Fortune, that they at least tell people like this is people and places, or this is a thing, or this is food and drink, or whatever, because you have to narrow down the possibilities for people to be able to solve the puzzle without just guessing all the letters and then reading the damn thing. Right? I feel like for some reason I'm in a position where I have to just live through all of this shit until everything's done and then I can just read it and know what the answer is, right? That it's I was into the beginning of the song Lemon by NERD when he said like the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. Like I'm tired of being pissed off. I'm ready for the truth. I've been ready for it for a long fucking time. I'm fucking over this shit, right? Um, but anyway, I digress. And I know that there'll be people thinking, it's like, oh, but when it's all over, you'll be so glad that you did it, and it's going to be worth it. We promise, and blah 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 blah. But I don't have any reason to trust a single motherfucker on earth at this point, right? It's every time that part of the game mechanic of this is me getting like completely fucked over, you destroy my ability to actually trust the reveal. And it's like, no, we always had your best interest in mind. We were never going to let you die. We were never going to let you kill yourself. We weren't trying to make you completely fucking miserable. We just knew that you were strong and you could handle it. And oh my God, you did amazing. Here's your big check for $1 billion. Bitch, thank God I can afford Hitman now. Because that's all the fuck I want to spend the money on. Like, great, so I can spend a whole bunch of it on the lawyers to prosecute your asses and put you in prison. Right? That's why I feel like I don't see why anybody would ever do this to somebody and actually think it was going to turn out well. Not at all. Right? I don't understand how people think I'm hosting the party, but I've never even received an invitation. Because that's what it feels like. Like I said, the living with him and all of this situation and all of his seeming FOMO and fight clubbing, and like he was begging me to give him information or invite him to something that I don't even know exists. Like, people think I'm hosting this shit, right? And I thought about this angle too, that it's like if somebody came to you and said like so and so needs your help, um, like I'm trying to something just benign and easy, like so and so needs your help, donate $5 today, right? And you donate $5, and your neighbors donate $5, and you're talking to people, and you're like, bro, if we all donated $5, then what was the money spent on? Because that person is still struggling, right? and it's like that because that person doesn't know they need help. Your money is being spent for people to like clandestinely be pushing them around, right? I know that may not be like the best example of like what I'm trying to get at, but there's this part of me that makes me feel like either people are pretending to be me in order to rope people into participating in this shit, or they're telling people that I need help, but like I don't know I need help, right? Whatever it is that they're doing or however they're doing it is giving people the mistaken impression that I'm way more involved than I actually am. And I don't appreciate it, like at all, right? Like I said, it's like whatever this is, I don't, I don't have any interest whatsoever, really. Like this is what's sad too, and like why I'm so isolated, right? It's not even just about like trust no one. Like I feel like I owe it to myself. Like it's a matter of self-respect to not fuck with anybody because I don't have any way of knowing who is involved in this in what capacity and why and whatever, right? Because without knowing what this is, I don't know how to even figure out who is trustworthy. Um, because it seems kind of obnoxious to think that like everybody's an asshole, right? But with, like I said, without knowing what it is, I don't have any fucking idea how to even go about trying to figure out who's an ally and who's an enemy. So the best thing to do is to just avoid everybody, right? So all that being said, like I said, I just thought that that was kind of an interesting way too. And like also like what I was saying about just narcissistic personality disorder in general, and then having a blind spot, right? So that it's like that you could mount all the evidence you want, they could understand all the clues and whatever, but then as soon as you tell them that they kind of have a crazy like over sense of self-importance, they just won't understand. It'd be like, well, everybody's selfish, or like, well, yeah, I mean that's healthy. It just means I have a healthy self-esteem. Like they're not gonna get that you're telling them that it's messed up. You know. Yeah. So hopefully, anyway, hopefully one of these days someone finally decides that I'm deserving enough of respect to be told the fucking truth, right? Because them having a reason to be afraid is not going to go away, right? It's not like one day I'm going to wake up and be like, you know what? I just need to just decide that I'm just going to let everybody go and forgive people and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to sit down and listen and be quiet and hear what they have to say and give them a chance to explain themselves. Like, nah, bitch, you better make sure you choose your words carefully because I'm willing to fucking slit your throat if you don't fucking talk to me nice. That was too funny. I did that kind of on purpose because there's like two guys walking by a little bit with their groceries, and I knew they could hear all of that. That it's like you're gonna want me to sit down and be quiet and be nice. Oh, I'll listen to everything. I'm like, nah, you better choose your words. You better choose your words carefully because I'm pissed and it ain't going nowhere. Bye.